School should be about harnessing enthusiasm and developing enthusiasm and giving children these skills to deal with real life as it presents itself as they emerge from school. And a school that is unable to provide those skills is presumably in need of reform. Most schools that I know, whether in state education or independent education, whether in Britain or abroad, are capable of doing some good. And so rather than criticising those schools and telling them that they are inadequate, require improvement, or just good, I think we should be saluting the achievements that even they make, rather than slaughtering them with investigations. I'm delighted to see a petition with 45,000, I think it's 45,000 people have already signed it. I'm sure more will be only too happy to sign it, particularly more teachers and more head teachers and those people who have ever suffered an OFSTED inspection. And the OFSTED inspections don't just cripple the teachers, they massacre the children in the school at the same time. It's a miserable experience. Everybody is on edge. I don't think any real work gets done during that time while the school inspectors are there. And in the months before the school inspectors arrive, when the school is on tenterhooks, knowing that the inspectors are coming. It's a horrible system. I've been in it a number of times, and I certainly have no intention of putting myself into that position ever again. I think we need to rethink the way that we do education. We need to be saluting and praising and promoting what is good, and what is not so good will generally get left behind. Children should be encouraged to achieve their own potential. And there are two forms of education in our country, the state system and the independent system. And I am astonished how both forms fail to address a children's interest. And so I have regularly had conversations with children and their parents who say, oh, they can't do this subject because it's not offered, or they can't do this subject because there's no room in it for the timetable, or the timetable conflicts, so they only have this choice of subjects that they can do, whereas their best friends are doing that choice of subjects. And you think, this is madness. This is madness. We should be able to accommodate all children's choices. It's simply because we have got a factory-based school system that we cannot process all the variety of choices and the opportunities that education can offer. And in an age when we have such a digital explosion of opportunity, that should be available to children through the internet and through a more inspired and more interactive schooling, where class teachers become mentors rather than the repository of some sort of information. Teachers are there. It doesn't matter whether you're writing an essay, for example, about needlework or about Julius Caesar. The technique is the same. The information that you collect is different. And you can extend that image all the way down to primary school and all the way up to university. We need teachers to guide students. We need class teachers to guide students. The information, I think, should be got from elsewhere. And I think we should take the experience of COVID and take the experience of embracing technology more seriously. That experience has been pioneered. It was something that I was looking at in my university in Russia. It was something that I know is being developed in Israel as well. When we came to COVID, we thought the best way was simply to reproduce or give access to students via laptops, to give access to the lessons that we were doing in class anyway. Actually, there's a much better way of doing it. We give access to the information via the laptops, and we mentor the children so that they can better use the information that they can acquire through the laptops. It requires a little bit of thought, a little bit of planning, but in the end it offers greater diversity and greater opportunity. And that's what we should be offering to children at all ages. We should be offering opportunity. This idea that one size fits all, which is what OFSTED is in fact promoting, is a nonsense. It's a factory system which may have worked in the 19th century in Do the Boys Hall, but it doesn't work anymore. Do remember that when you're looking at Do the Boys Hall, Nicholas Nickleby begins with a discussion about muffins and crumpets. I hope that puts everything into proper perspective.